There's a question that's whispered in hushed tones on health threads, in late night forums, and across scrolled through comment sections. It's wrapped in hype, half truths, and viral 30-second clips promising superhuman gains. The question? What really happens to your body, especially your testosterone, if you shower in ice cold water every single day? You've probably heard the buzz: cold showers boost testosterone. They turn you into the ultimate alpha. But is any of that true? Or just social media sensationalism? The truth is far more fascinating than any meme. And today, you're going to learn why. It's science, not bro science. The answer will surprise you in the best way possible. Stay with me, because you've never heard it explained like this. Let's start with the foundation. Testosterone. It's more than just a man hormone. It powers your energy, pushes your motivation, fuels your libido, and even affects how sharply your mind works. When levels dip, everything falls out of place: fatigue, mood dips, lower drives, a full body malfunction. So when someone says a cold shower can jack it up, it's worth paying attention. But is that claim legit? To answer, we first need to look at actual research, not Instagram hacks, not TikTok trends, but real studies published in peer-reviewed journals. One landmark study out of Europe exposed men to cold, think ice baths and cold showers, for set intervals. Scientists measured hormonal responses before, during, and after the exposure. The results were jaw-dropping. Participants saw a sustained spike in testosterone, not just the zone-out shock response that's temporary, but a true, measurable increase that lasted for hours. That's real biology, not hype. But before you rush to strip down and channel your inner polar bear, let's break down exactly how this works and why it's not just about being cold. Theory number 1: hormonal activation via shock stimulus. Cold exposure triggers a powerful stress response. Adrenaline surges, blood vessels constrict, and your brain is flooded with cortisol and noradrenaline. In the recovery phase, once warmth returns, your body responds with endocrine recalibration. That includes bumping testosterone production as part of resilience building. Theory number 2: Leydig cell stimulation. Leydig cells in your testes produce testosterone. Cold activates the hypothalamic pituitary gonadal axis, essentially the master control system for sex hormones. That activation can stimulate Leydig cells to pump out more T. Theory number 3: Thermal regulation and metabolic efficiency. Your body's temperature control is tied to metabolism. Cold prompts increased metabolic activity. With slightly higher metabolism, your endocrine system wakes up, and testosterone is part of that rejuvenation process. But here's where it gets even more interesting. Studies show the effect isn't fleeting. Participants who stuck with daily cold exposure reported lasting changes: more stable energy, better mood, sharper recovery after workouts. Testosterone didn't just flicker, it settled higher than their baseline. That knocks out the old hype flash theory. This is real, repeatable change. Of course, we've got to talk safety. Cold exposure isn't without risk. You need to follow safe protocols. Start warm, end cold. A gradual shift eases your system in. No gasp-inducing shock. Stay brief. Keep it under 2 minutes. Too long in the cold can backfire: immune suppression, stress overload, even hypothermia. Breathe consciously. Cold triggers irregular breathing, but controlled breathing keeps your system calm and reactive in the right way. So, what does this all add up to? Let me break it down. Higher baseline testosterone checks: more energy, better workouts, sharper focus, deeper sleep. Enhanced recovery: less inflammation, quicker post-workout healing, fewer aches. Resilience training: both mental and physical toughness. Your stress response rewired to withstand everyday pressure. But, important reality check: this isn't magic. Cold showers aren't a replacement for foundational health pillars: quality sleep, balanced nutrition, smart exercise, stress management. Think of cold showers as a powerful booster, part of the health toolkit that accelerates gains you're already working toward. Still, I'm sure you're wondering, how many times a week? How cold? What if I hate cold water? Here's a quick starter pack. Frequency: 4 to 5 times per week. Temperature: as cold as you can tolerate. That could be 15 degrees, 59 degrees, down to 4 degrees, 39 degrees, depending on your comfort zone. Duration: 60 to 120 seconds. Transition: end your usual warm shower with a full body burst of cold water for 30-60 seconds, breathing deep the whole time. It's simple, but effective. In a moment, we'll dive into testimonials, deep dive studies, and tips to enhance the effect and avoid common mistakes. But before we do, smash that like button if you've ever tried a cold shower, and comment below with how it made you feel. Did your mood spike? Your energy? Your morning wake-up routine? I read every comment and I'm curious. Let's pick up where we left off. So we already know cold showers hit your nervous system like a thunderbolt, supercharging alertness, mood, and metabolism. But let's talk about another hidden superpower of cold water that's even more unexpected: its profound effect on mental resilience and dopamine levels. A 2000 study published in the journal Medical Hypotheses theorized that cold showers could act like a mild form of electroshock therapy by stimulating the brain's blue spot, the locus coeruleus, a region responsible for the production of noradrenaline, a chemical linked to mood regulation, focus, and drive. This mild, controlled stress response doesn't just wake you up, it trains your brain to function better under pressure. In fact, cold exposure has been directly linked to elevated dopamine, your brain's motivation molecule. In one study out of the Netherlands, dopamine levels surged up to 250% after just one session of cold exposure. That's more than many recreational drugs. The difference? This dopamine high doesn't crash you. It sustains energy, mood, and willpower throughout your day. Cold showers might just be the cleanest natural pre-workout and antidepressant on the planet. But the magic doesn't stop there. Let's go deeper into what cold showers are doing to your body over the long term. Regular cold showers actually strengthen your immune system. A clinical trial in the Netherlands tracked over 3,000 participants. Half of them took hot showers, while the other half finished with 30-90 seconds of cold water. The result? The cold shower group had a 29% reduction in sick days. Why? Cold exposure increases white blood cell count, boosts lymphatic circulation, and activates your internal heating system, making you more biologically resilient to stress and illness. And if that wasn't enough, cold water therapy is now being studied for its potential anti-aging benefits. Cold exposure activates brown fat, a special type of fat that burns energy to generate heat. Unlike white fat that stores energy and gives you love handles, brown fat burns calories and helps regulate blood sugar. Activating this fat through cold showers could improve insulin sensitivity, metabolic rate, and help fight off age-related weight gain and type 2 diabetes. And we haven't even talked about testosterone. The relationship between cold water and testosterone is still a hot topic of debate. But early studies, particularly on cold exposure and testicular thermoregulation, suggest that avoiding excessive heat, like long hot baths or tight underwear, may help maintain healthy testosterone production. Cold exposure may protect sperm quality and promote a more favorable hormonal environment in men. Though the science isn't conclusive yet, anecdotally, many men report feeling more virile, energetic, and dominant after regular cold showers. So if you've ever felt sluggish, depressed, unmotivated, or just off, the simplest life-changing tool may already be in your bathroom. No pills, no caffeine, no therapy bills, just courage, and a twist of the faucet. But let's address the big question now. How do you actually start cold showers without quitting on day one? Because if you just jump into freezing water unprepared, your brain will scream at you to quit. And you probably will. The key is gradual exposure. Start with your regular warm shower. Then, at the end, turn it cold for just 15 seconds. That's it, just enough to shock the system. The next day, go for 30 seconds. Work your way up to 2 to 3 minutes over time. Pair it with deep breathing, like the Wim Hof method, to stay calm. Soon, your body will adapt, and your mind, it will evolve. You'll step out of the shower not just cleaner, but sharper, stronger, and more resilient. You'll crave that feeling, that sense of primal power returning to your nervous system. Because cold showers aren't just about water, they're about rewiring who you are. If you can win against your own comfort first thing in the morning, you set the tone for every battle the rest of the day. Now ask yourself, what kind of man do you want to be? One who chooses ease and softness, or one who wakes up every day and chooses resistance because he knows that growth lives on the other side? Try cold showers for 7 days, then come back to this video, drop a comment, tell us what changed. I guarantee it won't just be your skin temperature, it'll be your identity. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more science-backed health content that breaks the myths and builds real strength. Stay cold, stay focused, and we'll see you in the next one.